Hey everyone! I am so excited to share this new microcontroller board I'm working on. It's called BEAPER Nano, and if you're ready to learn microcontroller programming or robotics, I think it will be a great solution for you. BEAPER stands for Beginner Electronics and Programming Educational Robot, and I designed it to help beginners learn microcontroller programming, from basic programming concepts such as how to interact with simple I/O devices, all the way to building a variety of classroom robots and advanced wireless IoT circuits. The Nano in BEAPER Nano's name refers to its microcontroller. It's designed to use the fast, new Arduino Nano ESP32. This small form factor microcontroller circuit has lots of memory, built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, an RGB LED, and it uses a USB Type-C connector. Arduino Nano ESP32 can be programmed using the C++ programming language exactly like a traditional Arduino, or as a native ESP32 microcontroller, all while using the same familiar Arduino IDE. It can also be programmed using MicroPython, giving instructors and learners at least 3 different programming options. BEAPER Nano was created primarily for new users, including users in education settings such as schools, robotics clubs, and makerspaces. But it has so much flexibility and versatility, you will be able to use it in lots of other applications too. What makes BEAPER Nano great for new learners is its wide variety of onboard components. These enable beginners to focus on learning programming skills without having to build and debug circuits on breadboards first. All of the circuitry needed to get started is already on board, and more advanced I/O devices can easily be added. One unique feature for education users is that BEAPER Nano's PCB was designed using common through-hole components. This was done so that beginners can use it to learn about all of its electronic parts, as well as practice their soldering skills while assembling their own project. BEAPER Nano is designed to be built in stages, letting new users get started on programming more quickly using only a subset of the complete set of parts. This also helps schools to reduce costs by leaving out unneeded components. The more advanced BEAPER Nano configurations just add additional parts to the starter build, so it's easy to fully assemble or customize its circuits later. This BEAPER Nano was assembled in the educational starter configuration, with typical beginner I/O devices installed. These include 4 push buttons, 4 LEDs, and a piezo buzzer. Then I added the optional analog input devices, an ambient light sensor, an analog temperature sensor, and 2 potentiometers, as well as this super small but totally awesome LCD display panel. I created a small test program to read the analog input devices and display their values as bar graphs and numbers on the LCD. The onboard LEDs simultaneously show the analog values as different brightnesses using pulse width modulation, but that might not be as easy to see in this video. The first bar graph displays the ambient light level, and you can see it changing as I move this light closer. The second bar graph shows the temperature. It might change if I heat up the temperature sensor with my fingers for a few seconds. While we're waiting for that to happen, let me tell you about PCBWay. That's where I ordered these prototype PCBs, and the process couldn't be any easier. I recently added the PCBWay extension into KiCad, and when I was finished with the BEAPER Nano PCB design, I just clicked the PCBWay button in the KiCad toolbar to send the design files to PCBWay. After verifying the quantity of boards I wanted to order and changing the solder mask color from green to blue, I saved my order to submit it. The board design was reviewed a few minutes later, and I could submit my payment and get production started. I could even monitor the production process on the PCBWay website. I received my prototype PCB order less than a week later, and the boards looked great. If you need PCBs made, I'll leave my referral link in the comments below. Get your next PCBs the easy way with PCBWay. Oh hey, the temperature has now gone up to 57 from 52. The third and fourth bar graphs on the LCD show the values corresponding to the position of each of the 2 potentiometers. Although this is just a simple demo program that I created to test BEAPER Nano's analog functionality, I really love how this example turned out using its little display. I've put a link to this demo code into the comments below. Hopefully this example gives you an idea of how BEAPER Nano can be used for learning or teaching microcontroller programming using its basic onboard parts. It's just as easy to make BEAPER Nano into a robot controller by adding other onboard components as I did with the second prototype. It includes a low dropout voltage regulator circuit, a 3.3 volt to 5 volt level shifter IC, an H-bridge for driving DC motors or a stepper motor, and headers for connecting up to 4 RC hobby servos. There is also a built-in header socket for an ultrasonic distance sensing module and an optional quick connector for connecting external I2C devices. On top of all of the features of the BEAPER Nano board, there's also the built-in wireless capabilities of the Arduino Nano ESP32 microcontroller. Now you know why I'm so excited about this project. I'll post another video soon showing how to program BEAPER Nano to drive DC motors and servos for making robots. And as soon as I finish verifying all of BEAPER Nano's functionality, I'll make bare boards and kits available on the MyRobotech website, along with beginner programming activities and programming examples. In the meantime, you can check out the project description and download the latest prototype Gerber files from the PCBWay shared project link. If you're an educational user and you're interested in circuits and educational programming activities like these, I'd love to connect with you to find out what your needs are. Likewise, if you're passionate about 3D design for computer technology education or robotics, I'd love to get some different robot parts designed for BEAPER Nano. Please get in touch. And of course, if you're interested in more videos like this, you know what to do to get the algorithm to work for you. Until next time, keep learning.